Hello guys, this is Abhishek Manjani. Welcome to our channel Code Till AC. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about coordination. So we are going to discuss about everything related to coordination, about the company, about the hiring process, the compensation they pay, the benefits that they have, and how you can prepare for the upcoming Codegon. So before we begin with the video, I will request you to subscribe to my channel in order to stay updated with all the tech related content. So now let's begin with the video. So first, let's talk about coordination. So most of the freshers like me are usually not aware about what coordination really does. We are usually aware about the top tech companies that are customer facing. So these include companies like Microsoft, Adobe, Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc. So we are usually aware about these customer facing companies, and we are not aware about the tech giants that are actually working in the background and are really good companies. So one of those tech giants is coordination. So if I want to describe coordination in very few words, then it is one of the company where you can find one of the best competitive programmers and developers across the country. So the hiring standards of coordination are way too high, and therefore they recruit only the best people. So in terms of competitive programming, I can say that you can find people who are actually ICPC regionalists and ICPC finalists at coordination. You can find many people who are masters and grandmasters on code forces working in coordination. Also, you can find many GSOCers that are actually working in coordination. So coordination is one such company that hires the best talent of the country. So what does coordination actually does? So most of us are not usually aware about what coordination actually does. So coordination actually works with a group of around 130 companies. So coordination is basically the R&D center of these 130 companies. So it provides a solution to all the problems related to research and development that they actually face. So it is basically the innovation center of all these 130 companies. So any problem they would have, they will approach coordination, and coordination will try to solve the problem in 2 to 3 months of time. So they have teams of size 2 to 3 people, and each team is assigned a project which they have to accomplish in 2 to 3 months, and the value of this project is around $1 million. So this is the scale at which the developers actually work, and this is the impact that the developers actually have in coordination. So coordination is basically a company of around 50 to 100 people, but these people are actually able to innovate and develop and have large scale impacts on the industry. So this is what coordination actually does. So now let's talk about what coordination actually pays to its engineers and interns. So one of the best thing about coordination is the transparency. So they pay the same amount of compensation to tier 1 college student, tier 2 college students, and tier 3 college students. So regardless of your college, you will get the same pay, and it is available on their site. So they are completely transparent in terms of the compensation that they offer. So for full timers, they offer a CTC of 33.5 lakhs with a base of 24 lakhs. So this is a very high amount of base, and I haven't heard a base more than this that is been offered to a fresher. So this is one of the highest base that is paid by any company. So if you compare it with tech giants like Microsoft or Amazon, it is almost twice the base that is offered by these companies. So this is the amount that you will be getting when you are at coordination. As far as interns is concerned, so they get a stipend of around 75,000 per month. So this is comparable to the stipend that is being offered to interns at Amazon and Microsoft. Along with this, you will get a great experience of working with high impact projects. So this is what coordination actually pays, and this is what an intern and an engineer at coordination actually gets. So if I talk about other benefits, so if you search on Google about the benefits that are offered by coordination, so the first thing that will come at the top of it would be the 3 month CNU program. So in this training program, all the engineers are actually taught about the different technologies and tech stack that are being used at coordination. So this program is basically held at Dubai. So this is one of the best experience anyone can get at coordination. So it is a very fun experience. You will get to learn a lot when you are a part of CNU. So now let's talk about the hiring process of coordination. So coordination have this yearly event called Codegon, which is held in September. So the registration of this event is open, and you can find the link in the description section of this video. So all the links that we are going to discuss in this video are there in the description section. So the registrations are open and you can register for Codegon. So it is a 4-hour programming competition in which you will be given with 6 problems you need to solve. So it's a yearly competition. So if I talk about Codegon, then it is a really tough competition, and in order to get through Codegon, you must be great at your competitive programming skills. So competitive programming is one thing that will come handy when you are preparing for Codegon. So it is different from other hiring challenges because the questions will not only be focused on standard data structures and algorithms, but the questions may go up to a level of advanced data structures like segment tree, Fenwick tree, etc. So I'm not saying this in order to scare you guys, but I am telling you the truth so that you are aware about the difficulty level that you are going to face if you register for the Codegon, and you can prepare accordingly. So I don't want you to take this competition lightly because it is a massive opportunity coming ahead, and I want you to be prepared for the same. So based on your score in the Codegon, you will be shortlisted, and during my time, I got the result for the Codegon in around November beginning. So after that, you actually go for the interviews. So the first round of interview, called the round 0, is basically a resume discussion round. So in this round, you will be asked questions regarding your resume. So it is a short 15 to 30 minute discussion in which you will be asked about all your projects. So everything that is written in your resume, you will be cross questioned based on that. So this is basically a check whether you are good enough for the interviews or not. So in order to get through this round, you must be aware about each and everything that is mentioned in your resume. So you must be aware about all the projects that you have mentioned, and you should be prepared for any type of cross questioning on these projects. So if you have mentioned 4 projects in your resume and you are prepared with just the first 2, then you may face some difficulty because they may ask you to explain the 4th project directly, and then you will be stuck. So you must be well versed with each and everything that is mentioned in your resume before this round. So the round 1 is basically a data structures and algorithms round in which you will be given with 2 problems you need to code in a 1-hour duration. The problems that are asked in this round are usually little tough, but they are manageable, and the difficulty level of the problems that are asked in the interviews are little less than the Codegon. So if you are able to get through the Codegon on your own, then this round won't be a trouble for you. Round 2 is an abstract problem solving round in which they actually judge your problem solving skills. So you will be given with the abstract problem which they might have solved already, and you will be asked to think about the different use cases and different solutions to the given problem. So it is basically an abstract problem solving round. So the round 3 of coordination is basically a director round in which you would be having a conversation with their director of engineering, and this is the final round for the selection in coordination. So this is the entire process of coordination. I have also written my interview experience on Geeks for Geeks, so you can also refer to my interview experience. I have added the link in the description section. So if you have watched my previous video, then you will be aware about the fact that I was rejected on 5 different occasions before I actually got an offer from Coordination. So Coordination is a really tough company to crack. Nothing to be scared about, but it's better to know about the company before you actually apply for the company. So you must be aware about the difficulty level of the problems that you will be facing in the Codegon. You must be aware about the difficulty level of the interviews, the entire process before you actually go ahead with the process. So the process is usually same for interns as well as full-times. So the next question is how to prepare for the upcoming Codegon in the few days that are left. So the best way you can prepare for Codegon is to refer to the questions that are previously asked in previous year Codegons. So this is the best resource that you can refer to because this will actually help you understand the difficulty level of the problems that will be asked in the Codegon. So Codegon won't be a surprise for you in that case. You would be prepared for the types of problems that can be asked in a Codegon if you are well versed with the problems that were asked in previous years. Other than that, you can refer to the interview experiences that are written on Geeks for Geeks and LeetCode. So this is one good resource that you can refer in order to prepare for any company, not just Coordination, but any company. Other than this, you can also practice competitive programming on sites like Codeforces, CodeChef, etc. So this will come really very handy if you are preparing for Coordination. Also, even if you are not able to get through the Codegon, usually they have another hiring event on 26th of January. So you can prepare yourself for that event. You can take this Codegon as a experience for the coding round of Coordination, and you can take your time and prepare for Coordination in the upcoming months. So this is another strategy that you can take. So one last advice, never ever be disappointed and demotivated because of the rejections that you face. It took me 6 attempts in order to get an offer for coordination. So never ever be demotivated and keep coding. So that's the most important advice if you are preparing for coordination. So if you have any doubts regarding any of the things that we have discussed in this video or about the hiring process of coordination, you can just drop me a message on LinkedIn or just leave a comment in this video and I will certainly reply to each and every query that you have. So before we end this video, I will request you to hit the like button if you like the video, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel in order to stay updated with all the tech related content. Do share my videos with all your friends and keep coding. Okay, bye bye.